Hello, everyone! Welcome back to Quest Junkies. It's Friday night. It's time for Strahdalicious. Dungeon Mommy, welcome back.
It's been a good long while, but good to be back. As always, I'm going to start with our few housekeeping items. So, reminder to all of our lovely, lovely people who have been watching us and anyone who is here, new joining us, welcome, good luck. This is an 18 plus game. There are just things in this game just of a darker nature because of the nature of Curse of Strahd, and also because of the nature of my players. Those of you who watched the little one-shot that I had last week. It was a time. But also, my players have all been through session 0, all of that. If you're listening to this while you're at work, maybe wear headphones. It can get a little not safe for work. So this is your warning. But we're going to go ahead and do our normal introductions. We'll go ahead and start just at the top. Patch.
Oh, it's me. Hi, I am the problem. It's definitely me. Hello, I am Patch, the face you always see on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays here on Quest Junkies. Reprising my role as Linnell Calidora, the gothy, dommy yet mommy, not dommy, but maybe for the right person.
You're going to have to come up with a new tagline other than dommy and mommy. It's been proven time after time.
I mean, I think the most recent nickname she had, which I think broke you on stream, was Crater Tits.
You had to remind me of that one. Oh god. All right. Well, then let's go ahead, and of course my little view crashed over here, so I'm just gonna have fun with this one. C.
All right. Hi, I'm C, and I'm gonna play Rhea, one half of the isekai duo of Barovia.
All right. River.
Hi, I'm River. I play Sarah, and I'm the monk who keeps either punching or burning stuff.
True story. Bridget.
Hi everybody, I'm Bridget. I play Lena, the sneaky and freaky warlock.
And my last player, but certainly not the least, Sky.
Hi everybody, I'm Sky. I play Ileana, the space girl in a Strahd world, and have now officially made out with every character in our team.
Not in real life.
In the game. Not in real life yet. And I am Bree, your humble dungeon mistress for this evening. Now, last time on Strahdalicious. But rather than me give this, I am going to offer my players a boon. One of you, if you're brave enough to volunteer, to give us a basic recap of what happened during the campaign, not the one-shot. I will give you an inspiration point that can be used at any time. You can roll it before or after your roll, but I'll only give this to one of you.
Everyone's mind's racing.
And to make this even more fun, if you can't do it, I'm going to give myself an inspiration point.
Avria, you keep a diary. Let's go, girl.
Yeah? Wait, but, should I read my diary?
I mean, might as well. I mean, everyone's
I also have written a letter to my brother.
Oh.
So I can read that.
Okay.
Let's start with the recap, and then we can open with the letter.
The letter is basically a recap.
Oh, perfect. There we go.
So, dear brother, I'm afraid I won't be able to send this one, but I want to keep writing about my journey just like I promised. Last time I wrote, I told you I had finally found someone who could help me. Some kind of expert in interplanar transport. Turns out he's just a big liar because he didn't send me to the Feywild, he sent me to the Astral Sea, on a ship captained by a beautiful lady called Iliana. We somehow ended up crashing in this dreadful place called Barovia, where the sky is always grey and you can never see the stars or the sun. There we met the rest of our gorgeous group that we now call the Femme Fatales. There's Sarah, a fiery redhead, who is the fists of the operation, punching anything she can. I wonder what was written on that letter she had. She was very upset by it, but I don't want to pry. Then there's Lena, very resourceful if not a little depraved. She's often the quickest to piece things together, but sometimes it seems like she's talking to someone who isn't there. Lenel, on the other hand, is a bag full of trauma and guilt, held together by spite and sheer will. Probably the smartest of us, if it weren't for the lack of self-preservation instincts. I hope she notices that she's no longer alone. Last but not least, I already mentioned Iliana. She's a born leader, and her confidence is almost as blinding as her beauty. We found one of her crewmates dead in the shipwreck, and we're now looking for the rest of them. It's already been 10 days, and already we've been on many adventures, like saving the Burgomaster's brother Ismark from a haunted house where many rituals took place, or fighting a vampire spawn before the late Burgomaster's funeral. We also found a carnival where we got our futures told, and Ismark and I shared a tender moment while Iliana, Lena, and Lenel were getting it on. And then we also had a very close call with some hags, but we convinced them not to eat us, before we found some weird monoliths that somehow felt familiar. It seems like most of the problems we encountered, including the reason for Lenel's traumas and why Ismark doesn't want to risk a relationship, is this mysterious and apparently very dangerous Countess Strahd. I already have a couple things in mind for what to do once I can get my hands on her. I certainly can't say this place fails to keep me entertained, but in all of this excitement I can't help but think of how much I miss you. I promise I'm going to do everything I can to come home. I'll read again soon, hoping you'll be able to read these words. With love, Avrea.
Take an inspiration point.
Thank you.
Slay, Brea,
Alright.
slay.
Epic.
Now, it's been a while since we've played last, as a whole group. And our lovely regular Dungeon Master, Patch, did run a one-shot the last time that a few of you were able to get to and to play. I watched through that, and we'll see what kind of consequences may or may not come from that. But we're gonna go ahead and start with those of you who were there for the one shot. Did you remind me, did you wake up from the dream at the end of the one shot?
I think we left it as we were waking up, so if I recall correctly.
All right. Well, the three of you wake from this strangely terrifying, yet erotic dream that you had been stolen into by Linnell's consciousness, or so you may think. The scenery around you is the same as when you went to sleep, except the normal, dreary, overcast skies that are dark, still nighttime, are now drizzling. There is a light rainfall coming down upon the group. the dirt around you becoming muddy. Your axe and bedrolls damp and cold. Yet, Sarah is still quite asleep, and so is Ismark over where he's camped out. The four of you who were part of that dream. We're going to start with you and your thoughts upon waking up.
Fuck. Did I do that? Did that even happen? Wait. No, okay. Just play cool, pretend nothing happened. If you don't let on, they'll never know. You just had a fucking weird-ass dream. Okay. I'll look around to the others, seeing if they're stirring awake.
Ileana's gonna bolt up, look towards Avrea, and start trying to wave her down.
I'm coming. I woke up.
You shouldn't
I
be.
wake up and look, check on Ismark, see that he's still sleeping, and then go towards the others because we camped outside of the monoliths.
Ismark is still asleep. You see, he's not moving much, but you do notice just bedroll just moving slightly with each breath he takes.
All right, then
Quite exhausted from all that travel.
I run towards Ileana.
I'm gonna carefully not wake up Sarah because she needs her 8 hours. And I'm gonna slink away. Avrea. Oh my god.
I mean, you're a good kisser.
Oh my god. And then she's gonna look at them, and it's very much the Spider-Man pointing meme.
So it did happen.
Linnell just waves uncomfortably. Well rested, yes.
You know what you could do with all those mouths? Why did you get rid of them?
Hearing pieces of this conversation, feeling the rain on her face, Lena is going to sit up with... I must still be dreaming.
Oh, So here's the thing. This is the point of the conversation where usually the person would say, wait, I can explain. I fucking can't. I don't know. Do not make assumptions or judge me based on whatever actions may have occurred there. And she just sits back down in the rain. Just
How come the others weren't included? That's what I want to know. We could have...
It could have been even more fun.
Even more fun. You had a lot of mouths. I didn't like that version of you very much, but I could make do.
I didn't really like it either.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's it mean?
I don't know. I'm sure it's very obvious by now. I don't have the best opinion of myself, and I have a little bit of, trauma issues, and I get wrapped up in my own mind sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
No one's ever seen that before, because it's my mind. How did you do that? How did you get in here?
Maybe it's not what we did, but our surroundings. I mean, we're surrounded by monoliths. Could be magic.
Some sort of connection.
Then I would very much like to leave as soon as possible.
What? But no, it's a puzzle, and Averia feels connected with. Don't take Ismark's side. God damn.
Well, we do need to leave eventually. We need to find the sun sword or something.
But something inserts into a hole. There's a hole. It's insertable. We got to figure it out.
No comment.
I'm feeling very tired. I'm going to go back to I can't even lie
Good
properly.
morning.
Look, I am uncomfortable.
Morning.
You look like you had a rough night.
In some ways, yes.
Did I miss something again?
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
What did I miss? Did you fight something? Did you burn something down without me?
Okay, there was no fire. We fought something. There was making out involved. There were a lot of mouths.
Where are the corpses then? Like,
Linnell's the corpse.
As
well,
per
yeah,
usual.
no, I know that.
We got sucked
where
into Linnell's psyche, I think.
It was a dream.
Right.
You can do that?
I don't know. I didn't plan this.
We've no idea how it happened, but it happened.
You know what? You know fucking what?
Oh.
Who likes to play fucking games with me? And I pulled the book out.
Oh, and I almost died. I was this close to dying. Fun fact.
If you die in a dream, do you die in real life?
Who knows?
I'm
Good
glad you
question.
didn't find out.
I
Don't
know.
fucking die.
Imagine you woke up and I just had a cardiac event and I was dead.
We have enough dead people in this group. We don't need to add another. Don't die.
Okay.
And speaking from experience,
Should
it doesn't
get jackets.
necessarily stick. So,
Well,
you know.
it was my
I
fault.
concur.
I bit out her throat, ate it.
That seems like a very you thing to do, yeah.
And judging that was like a weird version of me, that was a interesting experience for me to observe.
Mm-hmm.
Still, I'm not even going to try processing that. I'm going to put that in the later box. And I start opening the book and looking to see if anything's changed.
You ripped out her throat?
You
What?
do, in fact,
Huh.
notice that something has changed. But rather it be what you kind of expected, some kind of commentary on this strange dream that you had. No, it's another memory. In this memory, Linnell, you know your age. You are 19 years old, young, ready to face the world. But this is not a good memory. This is quite distressing, actually, as in the dream, or the memory, you are arguing with your sister, begging and pleading her to just come home. Now, You remember the other entry about girls going missing? Well, in this, you remember that over the years since that first entry, more and more girls have gone missing. And the rumor is, it is Strahd's doing. You, oh, so confidently, you have this knowledge. You know for a fact, for some reason, you now can't piece together why you know this so strongly. But you know Strahd is the one draining girls of their blood and bathing in it, presumably to retain her vain looks and beauty. Argument that comes into play is your sister doesn't believe you. Your sister who works in Castle Ravenloft. That's all that you get from that entry. How are you feeling?
I think she very calmly closes the book, stares into the middle distance for a few seconds, puts the book away in her bag, stands back up, brushes herself off, and just screams out loud with anger, like unleashing something that has been unknowingly suppressed for hundreds of years. To the point where she actually loses her breath and has to, well, feels like she's losing her breath. She doesn't actually breathe, but she's so in the moment that she has that reaction to start hyperventilating. But she calms herself down. And an odd calmness comes over her.
Can you make me a Constitution save?
Ooh. I certainly can. Wow. 19.
You're right, that calmness takes over. Perhaps it's just the leftovers from that dream that started as such a nightmare, but ended with your friends being there for you, making sure that everything would be okay. You avoid taking a stress point.
Sorry about that. You ever just need to scream?
Absolutely.
By now, you have certainly woken up the remaining member of this little group as Ismark rushes up, blade in hand, looking around frantically. Where is it? What do we have to fight? Oh.
Good morning. Well,
Did you all not hear the screaming?
There's
What's
no
Linnell?
cause for alarm. Morning exhalations, as it were. Needed to take a moment to sort out our feelings.
I think Linnell walks over to Ismark, just puts a hand on his shoulder. I'm going to make you a promise, Ismark.
Yes?
I don't know when this is going to happen. I don't know how we're going to do it. But we're going to end Strahd von Zarovich. And I'm going to make sure you're there because I feel like you would like to see that happen.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't know if I do want to be around for that. She's a little terrifying, but... And you notice he kind of like is considering something in his mind. He's still groggy from sleep. But I will be there.
Good.
And he kind of reaches up and gives like a tentative pat on her hand if it's still on his shoulder. And it's like a comforting pat. Well, are you all right? That's... honestly, I thought you were dying. Blood curdling.
You forget I'm already dead, but, I mean, I'm never okay. But at this moment, weirdly enough, I feel better. And it's not because of some stupid fucking pies. It's... I see things a little bit more clearly now.
Did I miss something?
I'm sure the girls will
We
fill
did.
you in. And she'll turn and start packing her stuff up.
He gives the rest of you a tentative look, unsure.
Don't look at me. I missed it too.
Oh, there... something happened. Varia, do you know what they're talking about?
Well, did it happen? We're still unsure on that. I mean, it was all weird. We went inside Linnell's mind and fought Linnell's bad parts, I guess. It was a very scary, well, actually kind of sexy as well, Linnell.
You see his, like... He just cannot make any expression other than just rapid blinking as he's trying to process this information. Maybe doing a little bit of the sexy part.
Well,
Oh.
the moral of the story is we're all friends. And we're all there for each other.
That's the moral?
Well,
There
All
were some
right,
parts I skipped for brevity, but yeah.
well,
There was also a lot of
Then-
self-love.
well, I'm glad you all have achieved that clarity. Well, I'm going to go pack up my stuff. I'm assuming we are about to get up on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, I'll help you. I mean, I do need to pack my stuff as well.
Oh, well, watch your step. And he's going to offer his arm as you see the rain is coming down a little harder and there's some big puddles forming.
Did we?
I don't take it. Thank you.
Ooh. He looks at his arm, just slightly dejected, but he'll nod and then continue to where the bedroll was set up in the tent.
Did we ever investigate the ichor? Do you guys remember? Did we try touching it or anything?
In the dream?
No. Where we are right now. Outside of the dream on the pillars.
I feel like we did.
We do touch a lot.
Yeah, we did touch a lot of things. Okay.
Mm.
Maybe we just have to come back here. Everybody's been talking. She's just trying to figure out what's going to fit in this hole. We might have to return, but what I don't get is why it's desecrated and how do we undesecrate it? It's just a woman with 3 eyes, wings, and ravens. Does it feel cursed? Do you guys have any experience with curses outside of your life just generally feeling cursed?
Would I know something what mom told me about curses? Barovia?
This might not be. I can now detect good and evil. Like, since I went to sleep, I unlocked this ability, so I'm gonna cast Divine Sense and check it out.
All right.
And I can sense anything affected by the Hollow spell but I think this is only for creatures, like Celestials, Fiend, and Undead. It does say you can
Go
detect
ahead.
good and evil. I don't know if it's just flavor then.
Go ahead and roll me Arcana. We're gonna real cool this. And let me double check something, because Sarah, I did not miss you asking whether or not you would have been told anything. Let me take a look.
That's only a 6.
All right. Unfortunately, so I'm going to start with Sarah and her knowledge. Unfortunately, your mother didn't give you much to work with. She was always harping about not being seen because of your hair. But she left you relatively naive to the world around you, as you were discovering as you began sneaking into the village of Barovia. This is unlike anything you've ever seen. And Avrea, unfortunately with a 6, while you get a general sense of unease when you cast Divine Sense, unfortunately it doesn't reveal anything further to you.
I'm gonna go over to one of the stones with the ichor, and I'm gonna put my fingers in it.
All right.
And cast Remove Curse to see what happens. And I'm gonna whisper to it, someone didn't like you. And I want them mad, I want them to hurt. So why don't you just come off that stone?
Now, when you cast this, you feel something stir. Something stir and resist and push against every bit of magic you are attempting to pour into it. And you smell the sickly sweet smell of... Is that iron? Blood. No, blood. You know the smell of blood. You know the smell of blood all too well. This is something old and rotten. Unfortunately, it does push against your magic. But you get the sense there is something at play here. But what? That's, well, left to your imaginations. For now.
I don't think we have what we need to be here yet.
Let's put a pin in it on the map.
Yeah.
Actually, Ileana, I mean, I was almost already falling asleep yesterday, so I'm not sure, but were you using your music box yesterday? Could that be the cause of the dream?
I don't think so. The music box did show me something, though. I saw 2 of my crew members. They're in a crypt, asleep. The husbands. At least they're together.
So they're alive.
Who knows what kind of sleep it was?
Well, I hope we find them.
We'll find them. They wouldn't be dangled in front of me if we weren't going to. Well, we're going to Vallaki. How do you say it? Where are we going?
Vallaki?
Yeah, Vallaki. Oh, what was that, Ismark? Could you, You're muted. Oh, yeah. Can you
Of
help
course
me
I am.
pronounce that?
Ismark keels over. Vallaki.
All right. Okay. Vallaki. Vallaki. Blah. So ready. To do shopping, we need to do some shopping. I want to see what they have. It's getting a little cold. You know?
I still don't know what's up with that shopping thing you keep talking about, but I am excited to learn what that's about. So,
I don't think I've ever been to Vallaki anymore. If I have, I don't remember. So I don't know if people there know me or not, if they like me or not.
Imagine we get there and you get arrested immediately.
I mean, maybe.
Considering how good you are with people, I won't be surprised.
free food.
Free food, yeah. And housing.
Yeah. Sarah puts up her hood again.
Handcuffs.
I'll just
Oh,
have
yeah?
to look to
Free
my
handcuffs.
Femme Fatales to convince the people that I am reformed and ready to rejoin society.
You know, Linnell, people often tend to kind of go towards damsels in distress. Could you give us your best impression for science?
I can certainly try. I'm gonna roll performance, which is actually
Oh,
surprisingly
goodness.
good for Linnell. But being good at it doesn't matter because I just rolled a natural one. Okay, let me do this legitimately. So, okay, damsel in distress, I got this. Oh, help! Oh no! What terrible tragedy has befallen me? I am broken and need a hero to save me from the evils of... What was it again? Vallaki! How was that?
Best acting job I've ever seen.
Oh,
Wow.
thank you.
Congrats.
Bravo.
I believe
Ismark
you.
just looks over at you. Linnell, I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you. That was shit.
I hit him on the head.
Oh. I don't want to lie to her.
She needs this right now. Just
That was such a good job.
Insight
Bang
check.
shit.
You
don't need an insight check for that. Ugh. Yeah, you don't even need an insight roll.
well, Ismark, you're shit at
Ismark's.
acting.
I wasn't even trying. So
You know what is fine, because I don't mind being told that my damsel in distress performance was shit by the group's actual damsel in distress, so it's fine.
Oh, she burned
a
you
good point.
without fire. Amazing.
Oh boy.
I'll have you know that I carry my weight in battle and combat.
Yeah, you do a good job, Ismark. I'm really
Why do
proud
I
of
feel
you.
patronized?
Such a good boy.
And he's heads back to continue packing his stuff. Just, there's a few, like, disgruntled mutterings that you hear, just like, it's not my fault. I'm trying my best.
Don't worry. Keep it up and you might be a femme fatale someday.
Oh yeah, are we gonna be holding auditions or taking on honorary members? We should come out with a pin. I actually have a little pin on my backpack, because I was part of a club before, and that was the Belaying Club. We like to go splunking. It was really cool. We'd go deep into like planets, into their earths.
I understood like maybe 50% of the stuff you were saying. But good for you.
Yeah.
I mean,
we
spelunking
should
sounds
find
like something else, but I assume it's not.
we should find someone to make us emblems, and then we can look all official. And
Yes,
can
and
you-
perhaps some sort of ceremony where we graduate up from the collar to the leash.
You forgot the
Wow.
handcuffs.
Oh, that was part of the initiation.
Oh yeah, I see.
You're such bullies.
Ismark is just not paying attention at this point. He's getting good at just blocking out what he needs to block out for
does
survival.
does anyone have a long-ish piece of thread? Weird
Um,
question.
We can rip something, I guess. Maria, how's
still
your
have some
skirt
of my
looking?
dress.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Is it
I'm
more like a belt at this point?
I would like a longish piece of thread so that I can hook not Ismark, goddamn, a Lancelot to
Lancelot.
Lancelot to me, but I want it so thin that if he's in danger, he can just snap and get away from me. If there's things with like teeth and swords, I just want him to be safe, but I also, like, if he runs away, I want to know about it and be like, calm down, boy. We can talk
Well,
about this.
I do have Irina's sewing kit. I think there's some thread in there.
Yes.
Speaking of Lancelot,
Yeah.
even through all of this, through the rain, through the scream,
Mhm.
the talking, Lancelot is still asleep.
Oh.
And you see his chest rising. He's not dead or anything. I'm not that cruel.
Oh, that's nice.
He lets out a small whine kick in his
No.
sleep.
No. No, God damn it. You give me that thread right fucking now. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna scoop up my pupper.
Still asleep. Heavy.
Oh.
Oh, so heavy.
No.
Could I possibly take 10 minutes to ritual cast a spell? And / does he wake up during that time?
What spell are you casting?
Speak with animals.
He seems to be in a very, very deep sleep, but I'll allow you to cast it.
And that's active for the next 10 minutes.
All right. You have it casted.
Does anyone have any food?
Yeah, I have rations of jerky that I've been giving him. He probably needs something. Probably needs a healthier diet, not just
Can I take a look?
red meat.
Just a quick look. I'm going to expend the spell slot and I'm going to cast Identify on Lancelot. If you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. If this is magic, I can figure this out.
Good, you're much smarter than I am. Get our good boy up and running.
All right. Let me take a look at Identify real quick.
It's the property of Identify that I always forget exists. And just for a bit of flavour, when Linnell uses Identify, like, the glow from her tattoos that starts up, like, expands out of her body. And if anyone's seen the world between worlds in Star Wars, the various times that's been interpreted, it's kind of like geometric lines and shapes and stuff. It's like that, but just like around her.
Linnell, you cast Identify. And you do discover a spell. Now, you might not quite understand what this spell is, but you would know it is a spell, Polymorph.
Oh, shit.
I think she's gonna, attempting to speak with animals, so everyone else would probably hear her start barking, but, she'll try and say, and then she might ask for some of the rations that Ileana's been feeding Lancelot, and she'll just hold it under his nose and just go, "You're safe now. Here with your friends. Wake up. We've got..."
Roll me animal handling.
Okay. $12.
Maybe my own roll. You see Lancelot start to stir, kind of abruptly. His head jolts up, and it blinks, looking around, his tail kind of like cautiously wagging. And he settles on looking at you and this barking.
Hello.
Hello? You can understand me?
Yes. Isn't it wonderful?
How?
Right. Oh, well. Magic.
That's a bit of a loaded question, to be quite honest with you. All right, in the physical sense, the mental sense, the emotional sense, there are many senses.
How about all of the above?
Well, I'm not dead, so that's a start. Well, I've had better days. I've had better weeks. Well, no, all things considering, I think I'm okay. I'm okay for now. Maybe.
All right,
And-
Lancelot.
Everyone outside of this, you would just hear like a weird as they're like going back and forth.
I think she's finally lost it.
Oh, that's quite nice. I like this one's so nice to me. It's comforting. Oh yes, right there. Oh, yes. And his like foot goes up to help aid the scratching.
I can't imagine what you've endured, leaving that house and traveling with us all this time. Can we get you anything?
No, I should be ever so thankful you got me out of that very awful place. The dead things that walked around. Oh, I was not a big fan of those. No, this has been other than the scary place with the hags. This has been quite pleasant. I've had meals and a warm place to sleep. It's been quite a while since I've had that.
Well, you're always welcome among friends here with us.
Oh, that is quite kind of you.
Is Lancelot your true name, or would you prefer to be called something else?
And you notice he kind of stops for a moment, staring out farther. Well, I honestly can't recall. Maybe. Is it what my text said?
Yes.
Well, then that must be my name. It makes the most sense.
All right. I imagine this might be handy in a dangerous situation if we were to be able to talk to one another again, and it looks like that is a part of my magical knowledge now, so if we are ever in danger, I suppose we shall speak again.
Oh, yes, if I do notice anything on my end, I will do my best to alert you. My nose doesn't work quite the same as it used to, in my elder years, I suppose. But I will do my best.
How old are you exactly?
I'm not sure. I just know that I've been here and there and around for a while, I seem to remember.
So
A woman
you've
and her child, and I lived with them for a spell or so, but before that, it's all a little fuzzy.
perhaps we can aid your memory to return.
Well, I couldn't ask of anything that would involve too much work on your end. I'm just happy having a place to stay and a meal to eat. If it could be warm sometimes, that would be quite nice. But I won't be picky.
Well, we have come to care for you as one of our own. I can't imagine why we wouldn't accommodate you further. We are all attempting to rediscover our memories one way or another, so in a way, we have a lot more in common with you than you might think.
Oh, well, I would say wonderful, but that sounds a little... What's the word? Insensitive. I don't wish ill upon you all. Like, I feel like maybe we all have gone through, if that's the insinuation, but it's nice to have...
It's good to have friends.
People who... Yes, that's the word. Friends. Just people who have that in common. And yes.
All right.
Well, it's good not to be alone.
Absolutely. And if I may say, you are a very good boy.
His tail starts wagging. Thank you. I'll try to be the best boy I can be. Whack, whack.
At this point, she'll address everyone else. He would like his meals to be warmer, but it appears I can communicate with Lancelot now.
And what's his personality like? Is he like the most dapper gentleman? Is he like really soft spoken and a cinnamon roll? Is he really mean? I need to know.
He appreciates you, Ileana.
He licks your face.
He likes how you're nice to him, and he wishes his meals would be warmer, but he's not picky.
I will do
He's
that.
just happy to have a place to stay. Can't quite remember how old he is or where he lived before the death house, but he enjoys our company very much.
If we don't have a fight, well, I'll just keep a piece of jerky on me, so like my body heat warms it up. God, he just
I can roast it over the fire if you want.
Serious?
So all of you would hear Lancelot begin whining, but Lena, this is still under effect, so you would just hear, "Don't cry, Pink One. It's going to be all right." Lick, 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 lick. I'm sorry. Have I displeased you somehow? I'm sorry.
He's distressed by your tears, but he's affectionately refers to you as the Pink One.
I'll never eat him. I'll love him forever. Okay. All right, Lancelot. We've got this.
No, don't. Lick, 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 lick.
You took a bullet.
I don't think Linnell says anything about what she learned from the Identify.
Mm-hmm.
She keeps that
She'll make it a point
herself for
to
now.
add that
She's going to keep it secret?
for now.
Oh, all right. Noted for the rest of you.
Mm-hmm.
You do not know. Lancelot is under the effects of polymorph.
Mm-hmm.
I do think, in addition to telling him that doesn't remember how old he is, doesn't remember where he lived before the death house, she would also make it a point to, like, his memories seem fractured somehow.
I can
Well.
empathize with that.
Indeed, I told him as much.
Well, he's in good hands, and we'll never use him as bait. We'll never eat him. We'll only love him. And we'll make sure his food is warm.
Oh, she just doesn't stop crying. I'm sorry.
She'll tell Lancelot, it's all right. We're an emotional bunch, but it's all good feelings. I assure you.
I'll do my best to be a good boy.
Oh.
Lick, 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 lick.
Rhea, where's the string?
It's here. I'm finding it. Oh, there it is.
Perhaps
And we're gonna just make a tether, like a really long tether. So he has freedom, but we have him.
perhaps we make haste to Vallaki and we can get the good boy a nice warm meal somewhere.
Yeah, I would like
Capital
that.
idea.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Are you guys going to begin traveling?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you pull out the little scribbled, handmade map that Irina had given to you all. And based on your travels so far, you would see that it is perhaps about a day's journey from where you're at to the city. It is, by now, a downpour. Mists sprung up around you, sitting low on the forest floor. Almost chokingly thick. Now, I'm going to have Sarah, roll me a d20.
Nat 20.
Nat
go.
20. Unfortunate for you all, because this is the time you don't want to roll high. Okay, roll me 2 other die. I need you to roll me a d12 and a d8.
Okay. A D8 and a D12, you said.
Yep, and we'll add the numbers together.
There's a 9 on a D12 and a 2 on the D8.
All right. Oh, interesting. Now, as you all begin your travels, you spot a swarm of birds flying up high above the forest, a few feet above the treetops. What are those? Crows? Blackbirds? No, ravens. They appear to be flying in the direction you all are heading.
I can't
Well-
tell if that's a good sign or not.
I think it's a good sign because when we were in the tent, she told us to follow the ravens.
Oh,
Right?
that's right.
Well,
Something about speaking with them?
It was the planchette. It said speak with the ravens.
Yes.
Well, now you can speak with animals, right? Can you calm them down?
How much time has passed?
Maybe 2 minutes.
Okay, then speak with animals would still be active. I think she'll do two things. She'll pull out the planchette, and peer through it at the ravens, and she'll just... I think she's gonna struggle for a minute, because what do you say to ravens? Hawk! Ravens?
Nevermore.
All right,
Wrong.
roll me, and you're shouting this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, roll me animal handling.
It's, 6.
The ravens hear you, but almost kind of scatter as your voice hits them, almost like they've all been startled.
Do I see anything through the planchette when I look at them?
Nope.
Okay.
I think when
Pop that back in the-
when Linnell hears you attempt to call out to the ravens, she just says, "Gesundheit."
Well, I can speak with them, but I can't wrangle them, apparently. How does one wrangle a raven?
Well,
Have some more food.
shinies? Does anyone have any
Chinese.
shinies?
We have. Do we have gold? We do.
I have a...
I gave my gold to Linnell.
I mean,
I have
my
a
dagger
dart.
is shining.
I have some darts.
Oh, actually, I have this. I pick I pick a star from my capelet of stars, and I
Oh.
keep it in my hands like this.
It
That's
sparkles.
so cool.
Oh my god.
She might try shouting again. Look here, we've got something shiny.
They'll let you roll again, like you have advantage because of the
Yeah.
shiny.
Ow, that dice just fell off of my desk. Okay. You said with advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is a 14 minus 1 because of the stress points, so 13.
All right. Me roll. One of the ravens hears you and begins circling back. And it flies down, swooping through the mist, and lands on the path in front of you, probably about 10 feet away. It cocks its head and then looks towards the shiny. Shiny. Shiny.
Offer the shiny to the bird.
I don't know if they can take it, but
It
yeah.
hops slightly closer. Shiny? For me? Shiny?
Yes. Would you mind if they took it? I'm not sure what it's going to do.
Not gonna eat?
I'm terribly sorry if this bird does eat your shiny, but
It kind of hops again closer. Big creature, not eat.
Uh,
Me.
we're We won't eat you.
Hops again closer. Hops. And then, quick as lightning, it's going to grab that little star in its beak and hop away. About another 10 feet again.
Oh,
Jenny. Stop. Jenny. Pretty. Where?
Friend, if you'll spare me a moment, she'll be kind of simultaneously talking to the bird and to everyone else. What should I ask it? Speak with the ravens. What do we say to the ravens?
Ask it what it was flying from.
Okay,
And it's adorning its like feathers with the star at this point.
Oh, we'll always know how to find it. Friend, what were you flying away from?
Flying away, flying back. Flying home.
Flying home. Where is
Flying home to Master. The big blue building. Big blue building.
blue-
Shiny.
Okay.
Shiny top. Big blue building.
Your master, big lady? Countess lady?
No. Big man. Man
Man.
beast. Big.
Man-based. Oh.
Big. No eat. No eat ravens.
No eat ravens, but he commands them. He commands you?
No command. Friend.
Friend.
We listen. He feed.
Kind of like relaying all of this, like translating it.
Ask if they know anything about a sword of sunlight, maybe? Or an evil tree on Sea of Graves? Yes, that was part of the fortune. The ravens would help.
Your master, does he have a weapon of some sort? A big sword?
Sword?
A sword of sunlight.
What is sword? Is it big shiny?
It is big shiny. You use it to stick people, stab them.
Master has lots of shinies. Big, small.
Have you ever... Where you live, your home, is it, are there trees there? A big, great tree? She'll try and describe it the way that Avrea described it.
Big buildings. Lots of buildings. Lots of
buildings.
places. Boost.
Is home close by? Are you very far, or are you almost there?
Not far. Not far.
And, which direction would you say, if you would be so kind as to point it out?
It flicks its beak in the direction that all the birds were flying.
Okay. She'll describing all of this, some man with lots of shinies, big blue buildings, and then she'll point in that direction. Is that also the direction of Vallaki?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So they aren't commanded by this master of theirs. They are friendly with it, and apparently I imagine this person may be in Vallaki, whoever they are.
Maybe they know more about the riddle.
Maybe. Lots of big blue buildings, I heard. Do it say anything else to the creature, or let it fly?
I guess maybe we can ask him to take us there.
Well, he was flying in that direction anyway with all his friends. Perhaps now we follow
just
the
follow them.
birds. Now that we've spoken with them. All right. You've been very helpful. Thank you. Enjoy the shiny.
Shiny. Friend, thank you.
Yes, friend. We won't keep you. Tally on home.
It looks at you, kind of crooking its neck again, and then it's going to pat the shiny little star to make sure it's in place. And then it will get up and fly back into the sky, heading in the direction it was going.
Linnell just leans in to whisper in Sarah's ear. She's kind of cute when she chirps.
Oh yeah. It's more like a crowing though.
It's weird. It's an enigma.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm.
She has a nice dialect in there. It's cute.
Nice dialective chirp. All right. So, you all continue on, but I think this is where we should take our 5-minute bio break. So, everyone watching, we will be back shortly. Stay tuned, and we will get back on the Femme Fatales journey to Vallaki. All right. See you all again shortly.
Bye.
Welcome back to Strahdalicious. Dungeon Mommy, over to you.
Hello. All right. Welcome back, everyone. So, our Femme Fatales have begun their journey to Vallaki. And we're going to say they've made kind of about half the day so far. The weather, gloomy as always. Just a torrential downpour as every last bit of their clothing and packs is utterly soaked. Now, there's still half a day's journey left in this, so we're going to go ahead and Patch, roll me a d20.
Which d20 do I want to use? Don't let me down, Rudis. 12.
12. All right. You find the last leg of your journey to be rather uneventful. The rain eventually begins to let up. And, well, it's always damp and dreary, so drying out and warming back up is not necessarily an option when you're on the move. But you all continue on. Is there anything you all wanted to do during this leg of the journey? I want to remind you all, you do have four foraging tokens to use. And I don't think any of you have eaten today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
look
might-
for food.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna up them.
Could I also forage?
Yes,
you
may.
Could I ask Lancelot to help us?
Ooh. You want to see if he can sniff out some stuff?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Maybe
I
you're-
will.
Maybe you're a
I
truffle
will-
dog.
We're going to do. Let me see. We're going to do a foraging roll at advantage. So, who would like to make that roll? It's a just survival check
I'll
at
do
advantage.
I'm good at
It's taken me this many sessions to realize I have advantage on survival checks in natural environments.
dirty 20.
30-20. All right. Roll me a d10.
5.
Okay. 5. And then you might want to do this. Do you have access to Avray or anything?
To what?
To Avray. It's the roller
Oh.
that we have in the
I
Discord.
have never used that.
Ooh. All right. So I'll go ahead. So under, where is that? That is under D&D/TTRPG chat, Avray rolls.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
You do exclamation mark, and then I'm going to have you do 5D34.
34.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's exclamation roll space 5D.
Roll space.
Yeah.
Ah, I always forget. Okay, I will look up what ones you get. And are you guys going to use the extra foraging, or are you going to hold on to those?
Can I use one extra?
Okay. Roll me one more D34.
Okay.
We have 4, right? Maybe I'll use one as well.
Okay. And then you roll a D34.
The one of that.
All right. And I will go ahead and type what you guys have foraged. Do. And if you want to role play as you are searching, to tell me how you're searching, what you're doing, how you guys are working together, and then I can type all the stuff up. Buys me some time.
She would pull out her alchemist's book and reference certain ingredients to look for, in particular, like describing the shapes. If there are images, she would point them out.
I'd be with Lancelot going, are you getting something? What? Oh, what's that? And just going over to what I found.
I'm probably gonna look for like a patch of forest or something, like a area I would be more familiar with, and gather some berries, anything I can find that I know is eatable and not poisonous or anything else.
Yes, you do find some berries. So there is that. And let's see. ×2. And last but not least.
Hey, Linnell,
Yeah.
do you want to fight? Kill some time?
I feel like I should say no. But,
All right. I've
maybe?
posted what you guys have foraged.
Oh.
Ew.
Dead man's skull, nice.
Ooh.
And so, just as a reminder for everyone watching, or if you're new, I believe it's Lena has a specific book where she has recipes for different things that use what they've foraged for potions and the like. So, as far as what you guys forage to eat, you do find some presumably non-poisonous berries and mushrooms. And you would know that they're safe to eat, Sarah, because you grew up in the forest. You're very familiar. So you feel quite confident
you'd be
about it.
surprised, but these mushrooms work very well with these berries. You have to try that. That's like a very good.
Are berries and mushrooms to Ileana's taste? That's the real question.
It needs like a chaser of wine.
Yeah, that or like cook them before you eat them. I didn't mean to like eat
I'm
them raw.
sorry,
but-
you put them out, and so I was like, all right, finger food.
How was it? How was it raw? I never did that.
Thought you enjoyed a different kind of finger food.
Hey, I'll take it in all different ways.
Thank you for not biting my fingers.
Well, I mean, if you ask me nicely.
Oh, Linnell, look what we found. Well, it's not the skull that, it's not the same skull, but it's a skull, so you have a trophy. Alright, that's another thing, sorry. That's another dream I had.
Thanks.
Sorry, I got confused. I thought you'd like it.
Lena, can you make that skull talk?
I'm not terribly sure.
It's not a real skull, guys. It's a
It's a plant.
it's a plant.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's very sad.
Do we have any alcohol left?
That's a good question. Do you guys?
I don't think we drank all the wine.
I don't think we did. I think we bought some bottle.
I know we definitely had some, but I don't think we had all of it.
Yeah.
Look out for alcohol.
I mean, we're about to hit up a town, so...
Yes, I plan to look for a great many herbs because out of everything in my book, I can only make one potion.
I've just imagined when you said, "Can we look for alcohol?" I was like, "Can you forage for alcohol?" Oh yes, I just
Whiskey
picked a
bush.
fresh vintage.
The beer tree.
Oh, remember they
find
only
the
have
grapes
wine in
and
Barovia.
We stomp on the grapes that we find. And then
Let's
voila.
just make wine real quick.
Yeah, let's make some quick wine.
Quick wine. Oh gosh. All right. So you guys forage and eat a small, not exactly incredibly filling or satisfying meal, but it's enough to get you guys through the rest of your travel. And eventually, as you follow the old Svalich road, it begins to meander into a valley. It appears to be watched over by dark, brooding mountains to the north and the south. And the woods recede, revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade. Thick fog presses up against this wall, as though it appears to be looking for a way inside, hoping to catch the town aslumber. The dirt road that you follow ends at a set of sturdy iron gates, and planted in the ground and flanking the road outside of the gates are a half dozen pikes with wolves' heads impaled upon them. So the wall that these gates are inlaid in, it's about 15 feet high and is made out of these vertical logs that are held together with thick ropes and mortar. And each log at the top has been sharpened into a point. And you would not see from your end, but it would be pretty obvious to tell that there appears to be some kind of scaffolding that hugs the inside of the walls, enabling the guards that you see to peer over the wall.
Before we get any closer, I catch up with Avrea. Because you still have red hair. And I'm gonna make sure to cover that before we get into the city. Just anything.
Yeah. I do have my capelet now, so I just covered my hair
Sarah does
with my cape.
And y'all remember what we were told? You know, a nice little smile. Let's just go in there smiling so that no men tell us we should be. 'Cause I will bite off their face.
Is this
Like-
good?
That is, you have such a beautiful smile, Sarah.
Thank you.
Yeah, the more pain, the better, honestly. Yeah.
Ismark, who has been pretty quiet during this trip, is just kind of looking around at all of you, smiles like, we are doomed. Doomed. All right.
How far can I smile before you see Fang? Like,
Adorable.
just same way.
How far can you go
Like,
until you see fangs?
Not very far. So my mouth is gonna
Fang
be
just kind of
like
shoots.
this. Oh. Damn it. Oh, if we all wore scarves, then we wouldn't have to smile.
Oh, just wrap our heads in.
You don't
So,
think that
yeah.
that would be oddly suspicious?
It's cold and rainy.
Well,
Can I just do this? You can't see my mouth now, right? So
Well, yeah. Or I could just do this and just be like, sorry, y'all, I have real bad breath. You know how it is.
yeah, and it's so cold. It's too cold. So
could we pretend that we're all, like, sick and we need a doctor inside so that they don't get
I
too
feel like
close
that's
to
even
us?
more of a reason that they wouldn't allow us in.
That's fair.
That would give them cause for alarm.
All right, everyone, tits out. Let's make a good impression. And if they look at you twice, just say, is that a sword in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? It will get you pretty far. You would be surprised.
I don't get it.
What about for female guards?
Have you not heard of Ladybug?
Ismark just like, what?
We'll figure out.
Never mind. I don't think I want to know.
When a lady is attracted to another lady and has a
Oh,
lot of like dominant energy, she asserts.
Well, let me
What?
put this another way. Avrea, what are the things that Ismark does that you typically consider cute?
Oh, so many. I even just how he's flustered right now. Look at him.
everything that I learn about everything here is completely against my will.
I'll leave it to the expert. Ismark, I think you will be fine. Just be yourself.
We're just preparing you for the future. The things you learn here with us are like so valuable.
Many years of life experience. And
Should I question that you had to think on that for a moment?
Don't question.
There was a pause. Is that a cause for alarm? I think it might.
Don't worry about it.
Sometimes we pause for dramatic effect. Women.
I'll leave it to the experts because, all right.
Smile,
He looks
Ismark.
very unsure.
Smile, Ismark. Them's the rules. There you go. That looks real bad. So, but it's still a smile.
Cool.
I'll put a reassuring hand on Ismark's shoulder and I will say, honestly, that was shit. Now you know how it feels.
But
that gets a laugh out of him.
We should probably scrap this smile idea. I mean, I feel like they think we're possessed or something.
No, I mean, as awkward as it feels and, well, looks, I think it's best that we at least try to maintain. We already stand out enough as it is. So.
Oh, that's why we need
No
to
way.
be grouchy, but like, let's not try to force the smiles, is what I mean.
Let's see. how far have you guys allowed yourselves to be from the gates at this point?
We're still preparing, so maybe
like a slow walk, like where we're out of earshot and about to be in earshot.
yeah.
This sounds like a trick question.
No, just
Kind of.
how, if you spot a guard standing outside the gates, are you going to get close enough to make out their faces?
I mean, we have to get in there eventually, so we're walking.
All right.
Yeah.
As you all approach, there are two guards you would notice in front of this gate. A man and a woman, armed appropriately, covered in armor. But the most noticeable thing about them is that they stand with two very wide, almost pained smiles on their faces. Halt! Who goes there?
Right. The smiles are back on.
Hi.
Hello. Inform us who approaches.
Us.
Well, our merry band of intrepid adventurers sent for a job. My name is Ileana, commander of the Opal Viper.
I want you all to make me a group persuasion check.
Yeah.
And remember, if you have stress points, remember to use those. And I do want to remind you, you have some keys and blood counters.
Fucked.
Did you say performance?
Yes,
I've never used a blood
persuasion.
counter. I've never used one. Oh my god, I'm a curse. Blood counter, Bree.
Okay.
I'm a.
And you guys know this. Remember, this spins the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
This is gambling.
I've never used it, and I'm
You've
a
never
curse.
gambled.
I've never gambled. Right now's a great
All
time.
right.
The wheel is spinning.
We're going to go ahead and gamble.
Okay.
Ooh, let's see.
Plus
Curse.
3 to your roll.
Oh,
Ooh.
Plus
shit.
3 to your roll. There we go.
You know, I was
Anyone
kinda-
else going to use?
I would like to gamble.
Okay. We're going to go through and make sure we do the gamble. So just remember plus 3 and then we'll go from there. Okay. We're going to gamble for
One.
Lena.
A +1.
Plus 1. Ooh, you guys are lucky.
Brings my roll to 12. -1 for 11.
Okay, type your rolls in the thing as you guys get your final scores. In the, you can do either the chat for Twitch or our player chat. Okay.
I'm also
Anyone else going to gamble?
I'm going to gamble.
All
So I
right.
haven't gambled for a while. Spin,
All right.
Spin.
Oops, did I move the camera?
It settled on panic.
Of course it did for Linnell. All right.
Have we
So-
ever had it?
I think we might have once. So for those of you who are new or have watched and have not seen us utilize the Wheel of Dread, every time you guys follow or subscribe, another blood counter gets added to our pool of dread. And there's multiple things that can go with a pool, from blood counters to if you retain your channel points for inspiration keys. Occasionally you'll see blue orbs in there where my players can trade them in for soul orbs, which reduce stress points. But Panic, which was rolled on the Wheel of Dread, this gives you a -3 to your roll. And so Linnell, describe to me how, as you try to explain your purpose, who you are and why you're here, why this elicits such fear and anxiety and panic in you.
I think she starts to, like, unconsciously, her mind drifts back to the few memories that she has of her past, and focuses in on certain things she's done to certain people in these lands, and the panic sets in of like being stuck in a mental loop of, what if that was here? What if that was these people? What if those families are here? What if, and what if, and what if, and what if? And she starts to panic. After the -3 and a -2, my total is a 0.
Ismark, should we also tell your name?
All right, let's have Ismark roll. Okay, give me a second. All right.
Can we make the DM gamble?
I can't get stress points, but...
Well, Ismark can.
Oh, you guys want to start doing stress points to Ismark?
Yeah.
Because we can start doing stress points to Ismark.
That's the case. Every time we pick on him, he's going to be getting stressed.
Yeah, this
time
man's going to be perpetually stressed out.
Sexually frustrated.
Yeah.
It's just
I'm surprised he's not at 20 already.
He'd be dead.
Honestly, some things kind of make sense. But I'm going to go ahead and roll. He has a +0 to charisma. Let's be real. He nat 20'd.
There we go.
Look at him go.
Show you guys what that looks like on the thing.
Oh.
All right. Nat 20s in chat, y'all, for the poor, unloved Ismark who struggles in this party so much. Ismark. Well, let's see. Ileana also got a pretty high roll. She rolled. What was your roll on the die? Do you remember?
It was a 15 + 5 + 3.
All right. You quite believably introduce yourself and kind of cover for the rest of your group. And Ismark, surprisingly, will stroll up, and you notice a difference to him. Like he's put on a bit of a persona, an act. Well, hello, good day. I believe that it is quite customary for you all to let family of burgomasters and nearby towns in. I am the brother to Irina, who serves as burgomaster in Barovia. And the two guards talk amongst themselves. Do you know who this guy is? Yeah, I think he's known as Ismark the Lesser. I don't know if that's just like an unfortunate nickname that stuck with him, but like, yeah, I mean, his sister's hot. So, I mean, he's all right. The rest of the group is interesting, but do you think we gotta worry about them? No, I mean, look at that one smile. Like she looks, well, I think friendly. Nothing weird about that smile, no. Something definitely weird about that one smile, but I mean, the other two can watch them, all right? And you just hear this like back and forth, kind of like they're whispering, but you can all hear what they're saying. And you could tell there's this uncertainty. But then after they kind of reach an agreement, they turn to you with big, wide smiles on their faces. All right. Well, we are going to let you in. So just remember, keep smiling and be happy. And you would hear clinking noises as the gates of Vallaki open to you all. And for those of you who can take a look at the maps on D&D Beyond, you now have a map for Vallaki.
Hell
Oh my goodness.
And you have your tokens, and Lancelot and Ismark both have tokens now.
Hey.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a portion of the map, guys. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
I
God.
wanna see a
so
piece.
Wow.
I'm going to I can't take a screenshot because I can see a DM view of this. But if you guys want to screenshot it and post it in our Discord for anyone who's in our Discord and would like to kind of watch along with some of that stuff,
Okay.
please join our Discord if you haven't. We have lots of fun in here, lots of chaos, and you can also get more information not just on this stream, but our other 2 streams. So check us out. All right. The gates open up for you, and I can... they've updated stuff, so I can begin erasing portions. Does that appear for you?
Yes.
It does.
Aw,
Excellent.
Oh.
So I can just kind of go ahead and erase chunks. All right. You open the gates to step into Vallaki.
Why did you have to add the nickname to Ismark?
Well, that's how he's known.
Yep.
And is my music playing for... Can you guys hear anything?
It's super quiet. I can hear a cawing of a raven. Get turn it up a bit, maybe.
Kind of? Yeah. It is
That's
quiet.
coming in now.
All right. Well, it's always a hit or a miss whether Sirenscape's going to play everything that I'd like, but...
I hear voices, like village voices.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. It is nightfall. And because of this, it's not as bustling as it would be during the daytime. But entering this area, you would see that this is a large city, especially compared to the small village of Barovia. There are many, many more people and many more buildings. Every person that you see on the street has the same almost pained look on their face. Clear that this is almost forced. Everyone who looks at you as you pass, you begin walking into town, holds a mixture of suspicion and, well, if you didn't know any better, friendliness. But is it really friendly? It's hard to tell. Well, you all have made it into Vallaki. What now?
So I immediately look around to see if there's a blue building.
All right. Roll me perception.
16.
16.
15, sorry.
Oh, 15. That is A-okay. You would notice in the distance, and I will kind of reveal this to you if it'll allow me to. Way down the road is a large building, blue in color, and it has a shiny, almost coppery roof. Right here.
Coppery.
Can we see where the ravens are congregating from here?
Can you roll me a perception check?
Yep.
Ooh, 30-20.
30-20. You would see the same building that Avrea has kind of pointed out, that there appears to be a few ravens circling around top.
Keeping after the fashion of how people are behaving, she'll just, friends, I believe we follow the ravens.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
We also keep an eye out for taverns and
Shopping. Yes.
and shopping. Yeah, that'd be really great. All right.
All right, let me see if there's anything that you would make notice of on your way in regards to shopping.
If I knew elusive magic, I would keep casting a smile so my cheeks wouldn't fucking hurt.
So you would spot numerous buildings, lots of dwellings. You notice just things to make note of. On your way in, you pass by a stockyard. You pass by what looks like a shop for coffins. This is just kind of what you can see signage from this main road. And as you get even closer, you pass by what looks to be a town square. The shops and homes that enclose the town square are decorated with limp, tattered garlands and painted wooden boxes that are filled with tiny dead flowers. At the north end of the square stands a row of stocks, locked in which are several men, women, and children wearing crude plaster donkey heads.
What the actual...
Keep smiling.
And in the center of the square, peasants in patchwork clothes are all eyeing you suspiciously as they use cups and vases to draw water from a crumbling stone fountain. Standing tall at the center of the fountain is a gray statue of a quite impressive-looking man facing to the west. And you notice, as you're looking around, all around the square are posted proclamations. One, noticeably, come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the Wolf's Head Jamboree. Attendance of all, including children, are required. Pikes will be provided. All will be well. The Baron.
I reiterate, what the actual fuck?
It seems like we don't have a choice.
I wonder when it's taking place.
Even
we
for
ask
Barovia,
someone?
this is pretty fucked up.
Why are they in this Why are there kids in the stockades?
What are the donkey heads doing?
Perhaps we can learn more exploring the town.
Do we just ask people?
Observe. I think if we ask too many questions, I wonder what will happen.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we could ask questions to a shopkeeper? Because then it's indoors and away from so many eyes and ears.
Perhaps, yes.
Are your cheeks hurting from the smiling yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just
Is that-
let's do closed teeth smiles, but still smile. You know?
Mhm.
This is the most I have smiled in probably 400 years.
And then if you tilt your head, it looks a little more sincere. Just nod along, like, yeah, drinking the
Perhaps
Kool-Aid.
fake it until you make it.
There, you could buy a coffin and just stay in there.
Yeah, are they okay? Why do they need so many coffins?
This is
I wonder.
Barovia.
So, as far as the shops you all see in the town square, you would see what looks to be a bakery, a shop for clothing, like a little boutique, and you would notice a shop for shoes, a little cobbler.
Anything resembling an apothecary?
No, not in the square.
Well, if we should start heading towards the building.
Yes.
Maybe when it's less fucking weird out here. We were talking about changing clothing for this.
Yeah.
Yes. Alright.
Yeah, building sounds good. Somewhere not with this.
Not here.
All right. As you go to leave the town square, you do notice something very interesting. You see a large, towering man covered with a big, furry cloak, followed by two much shorter guards as they begin ripping down the proclamations about the jamboree. And instead, so as one tears down the proclamation, the other begins posting others in place. This one says, "Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the Festival of the Blazing Sun. Attendance of all, including children, are required. Rain or shine. All will be well. The Baron."
Wait, is it like basically saying they have a festival every single day?
I wonder. But
The blazing
sun, that could be something.
Yeah.
Blazing sun.
Maybe there's a sword that they
The
use.
sword. Oh, what could they use the sword for here?
We should also probably be careful about saying out loud the things we're after.
That's true.
We need
Yes.
code name.
Ismark, I don't remember. Have you been here before?
No, I can't say that I ever have. This is exhausting having to smile for this long. And I don't feel good about... There are children. Do you see that? And he kind of makes note of the people in the stocks again. And you would all notice upon further examination, it's appears to be 3 men, 2 women, and 2 small boys, probably around the age of 9 or 10. All of them tired, wet, and famished looking.
Beneath the masks.
Mm-hmm.
At this moment, Linnell's like still panicking somewhat. She's very hyper-vigilant, like looking at everyone, trying to take in all the details. Her attention is drawn to Lancelot. How's Lancelot doing?
Lancelot appears to not be overly concerned. He is following along at Ileana's heels, sticking quite close. The only thing you would really notice in the situation is that he appears to be sniffing the air towards the bakery.
So from there, I look around. Do any of the people around focus in on Lancelot?
No one gives him any mind. If anything, they're too busy staring at you all, as you all do stick out pretty strongly. And you would notice looking around that it's just humans, as far as the eye can see.
Why don't you
Makes
paint
us
a
curious.
picture? It'll last longer.
Let's keep
Also,
going.
they-
Do you say that out loud?
No, I'd say it quietly through gritted teeth of a smile, which is driving Linnell insane.
Roll me stealth, please.
Yeah, we should probably go from behind all of the. Like, we shouldn't go.
Best not to
through the main
linger in one
street.
place for too long.
Yeah.
10.
10. All right. Duly noted. Making a little note of that. You would notice one of the women in town kind of look at you. Her eyes kind of narrow, and she whispers to the person she's walking alongside, and they scurry away from you, giving you a wide berth.
Can I roll insight to see kind of their reaction?
Go ahead.
Like, what are they? Like, what is it that specifically they don't like? That's 14.
14? You don't know specifically why, but you could tell that it appears that they're giving Linnell distance. Like they're making sure to put as much distance between themselves and her as they can.
It was like for her because of the thing that she said, or was it from before then?
In reaction to what she said.
Okay.
If Lena saw that, I might have an idea.
All right.
She's going to.
I'll allow you since you're right there.
She'll just gently clap Linnell on the back and laugh boisterously, as though it's the most hilarious jokes movie. Oh, you're such a cod, Linnell. Trying
Did you
to
just say
cover
my
up
real name
that
out
whole-
loud? Fuck.
We all need code names.
Blue building? Blue building. Let's fucking go.
Well, we do already have code names, by the way. Fists. Yeah, we should go from behind.
It's
Let's go.
Monks is if I had to pick a dude.
Wait, what?
The beard. I think they call them beards.
Oh yeah, that's the word.
Yeah. So blue building, shopping, bakery, sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. Blue building. Blue like
All
a
right.
sky that they've never seen. Sun
Let's not
festival,
go
and they
for the
don't
main
have
stage, though.
suns.
Let's try to be discreet.
Mm.
All right. As you all approach, you would see, telltale signs of smoke coming from a chimney. And the building is about 2 stories tall, wooden, with a stone foundation. And as you get closer, you notice that the roof appears to be sagging. Lined along the top of the roof sits several ravens, pecking at, looks like shiny little things that they've all gathered. And a painted wooden sign hanging above the main entrance depicts a blue waterfall.
Right. Let's go see your ravens, I guess.
A blue waterfall.
Strange, I agree.
Vigilant blessing to Ismark.
All right, what does that do?
So he's gonna have advantage on initiative.
Mhm.
All right. Well then, are you all going to enter?
Yeah,
that's
fuck
fine.
it. Let's go. I'll go in first.
All right. As you enter, you notice damp cloaks hang from pegs along the entrance, and the tavern is packed with tables and chairs, narrow paths meandering between them. A bar stretches along one wall, under a balcony that can be reached by a wooden staircase that hugs the north wall. Another balcony overhangs an entrance to the east, and all of the windows appear to be fitted with thick shutters and crossbars. Lanterns hanging above the bar and resting on the tables bathe the room in dull orange light and cast shadows upon the wall, most of which are adorned with wolves' heads mounted on wooden plaques.
Or wolves. I mean, we killed some as
Really
well, but
don't.
still.
We'll see if my music will play for this.
Oh, I did not expect this to be a tavern.
No.
Kills
They really don't like wolves here.
kills 2 birds with
we
1
ask for a
stone.
room?
The Raven did mention something about a blue building.
Mm-hmm.
Are you alright, Sarah?
Yeah. It's just weird. All these wolves, like, the fuck is up with that?
Yes, do they revere them or hate them?
Yeah, it's like one or the other.
What time is it now?
It's fairly late, and as you all are talking, you are interrupted by a very friendly-sounding female voice. As a woman who sits behind the bar kind of waves you over, and she has that strained smile on her face. Please, come in. Do you need a room or some food? We have wine. How can we help you tonight?
Perhaps
Both.
Yes, I was just going to agree.
All right, well, if you get a room food's included, and we do have wine. We have a few barrels left, so it kind of just depends on what you're looking for.
A few follow-up questions. Is this city pretty big, like big enough to have multiple inns, or is this just the one? That way we don't have to shop around.
Oh, well, we have a few different inns, but this is certainly, I have to say, not to toot my own horn, the nicest.
Mm-hmm. And
might be, honestly, the most welcoming to those of you who look a bit different than what the town folks are used to. If you don't mind me being so bold to say.
No, that's actually really reassuring because we're trying not to get kicked out of anywhere, but also, what is up with the heads on the sticks?
Oh, the wolves?
Uh-huh.
Have you not come into contact with wolves in your time? They quite plague our area.
Oh.
Once, I think.
So, am I to understand that wolves are rather detested by locals?
Well, yes, they are quite dangerous. We lose a lot of our townsfolk to them each year. In fact, I have two of the local hunters stay at the inn quite regularly. They go out and they, well, kill wolves and sell the meat for a living. It's a dangerous job, and if you don't mind me saying, they're quite dour fellows, but they make do, and they don't cause any issues.
So, are the wolf herds to intimidate them? Or
You could say
just
that.
for decoration?
Well, I would just go ahead and say both. I don't pay too much attention to things myself. I have other matters to attend to at the moment, but
What is the name
it doesn't
of
help
your
that...
establishment?
Oh, the name? Oh, this is the Blue Water Inn.
Ah.
You all are new to town, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, well. She kind of leans in, quiet. Do you know the rules of this town?
We were just told to smile.
Yes, smile. Try not to exude any negativity. The burgomaster here thinks that it wards away she who must not be named. That if we all just smile and be happy, then our town will be spared. But yes, the current... The festival that just passed is to celebrate essentially how we've managed to ward off of the she-devils, wolves, that prowl around and aren't afraid to attack our villagers, the people who travel along Old Svalich Road. They just don't stop, and it's quite dangerous to travel really quite anywhere around these parts.
Sarah walks over to Linnell and just leans over her. So, all you had to do to get rid of her was to be happy. Have you ever tried that?
No. And I'm not going to.
Well, now you know for the future.
Oh, you don't
Keep
have to
smiling.
try, Linnell.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to try. You'll be happy with us.
Yes.
Happy, happy.
To the innkeeper, she'll just ask, what is your name?
Danica. Danica Mardikoff. It's lovely to meet you all. And I'm not just saying that. It's good to see some new faces.
Of course. Out of curiosity, where would one go to attempt to find components, perhaps ingredients?
Oh, well, I'm sure there's a few shops. There might be something to the north of here.
Well, we appreciate your recommendation. Perhaps we should get settled into a room. How much did you say that was?
Yes. So, let's see. Per room, depending on how many you need, it would be, about 1 silver piece for the night. I believe we have a hot beet soup and some fresh bread. If you wanted something a little heartier, we do have some steaks. Wolves. That's another silver piece. And if you're thirsty, we have some purple grape mash number 3, or we don't have too much of it left, but we have the red dragon crush as well. So that's 3 copper pieces, or for the better one, 1 silver piece.
How many rooms do you have available?
Right now, and she will go ahead. I'm going to roll. Actually, I have 6 rooms available.
Wow. How tight are those beds? Like, are they individuals? Are they made for 2, made for 1, made for 8, made for,
Well, we have about a full-size bed in each, but if you need other accommodations, I can always see if I can get my husband to move some stuff around.
All right. Who wants to bunk up with who? And who wants to take the pupper for the evening of relaxation?
Which pupper?
Which pepper?
Lancelot.
And thank you so much in Twitch chat to Daniel Alexander 7 for gifting some subscriptions to your fellow community members.
Aw,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that is 5 more blood counters thing.
Yay.
Yes.
You guys can gamble happy tonight.
Linnell, perhaps you and I can double up.
I mean, I don't normally sleep inside anywhere, so... Oh my goodness.
Ooh,
Wow.
thank you.
Thank you again.
Oh,
That
goodness.
is incredibly generous. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
If you guys don't gamble some of these away or trade them in for the soul orbs,
No.
you guys got
Oh,
stressed.
yeah. Yeah,
Let's
we do.
gamble to see if we could have bet.
If we go.
Let's
If you get a bed.
go. Let's go ahead and make a soul orb just to have it in there so they can see what that looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good chat.
All right. So for those of you watching, those of you who are new, they can trade in 10 of the counters for a soul orb, which they can use at any time to get rid of stress points, which is something we utilize here in Strahdalicious.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow. Come on.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. You're so
Thank you
generous.
so much.
Amazing.
All right. Now I could put 5 more back in. You put some blood counters in. You put some blood counters out.
Oh my god.
My goodness.
You put
I
the
mean,
blood
Oh.
counters in and you shake it all
Get
about.
off.
Wow.
You guys want to preemptively do a soul orb for that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
so
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm glad we don't have the original Wheel of Chaos right now.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
that would have been pure chaos.
Blood for the
goodness.
gods.
Blood for the blood gods. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Now I want to play Blood Bowl.
Hey.
Do y'all want to take Lancelot for the evening?
I'd love to.
Yeah. Oh my!
You're just gonna make me break on stream.
What is going on right now?
Goodness.
Holy shit.
Hello.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And those of you who are watching the VOD, we have someone who's being very generous on Twitch, gifting us a lot of subscriptions. So thank you again so much. We appreciate it. And this all goes to support the channel. So,
Okay.
and Pitsy, thank you.
Pixie, thank you.
All right. So
I think the party should exploit a distracted DM.
exactly.
Oh,
someone-
they exploit a non-distracted DM. Let's be honest.
Oh.
Yeah. Whoever wants.
Lancelot.
Listen, Lancelot just needs some warm food. That's all he's asked for. So
We
Yeah.
could,
Does he
if
like
I'm-
feet?
if we're bunking up, then we'll take Lancelot.
yeah, I don't
Yes.
want to hog him all the time, and I want him to know that everybody has love for him
Yes.
because he's the goodest boy. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Oh shit.
Really?
Avrea, can I talk to you for a smidge?
Sure, yes.
Yep. One moment while you guys do the bill thing. Avrea. Oh no, did Avrea freeze?
Oh,
Oh god
no.
damn.
Rhea, come back!
the killing with kindness.
Damn
will-
it.
Rhea's just
Oh no.
Broke the stream.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Thank you
goodness.
so much for we got more subs.
Yeah,
Yes.
we did.
yes.
Oh my
did.
god.
Oh my gosh.
Look at the cup overfloweth.
Overflows. Yes, it do.
Oh my
boy.
goodness.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Rhea,
I'm really
come
gonna have
back.
to. Well,
Well,
while we're
welcome-
waiting for
Welcome to Strahdalicious.
Yep.
and while we're waiting for C's internet stuff to get sorted, Ileana, you were going to go talk to Afreya, so let's table that for a second. The rest of you, what are you guys doing during this? Are you paying for your rooms? Are you?
Yes. Oh my god. Okay.
Hi, so my computer blue screened.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Oh no!
No.
Daniel Alexander, you killed my computer with candies.
Yes. Oh goodness.
So I'm rebooting it
It was
now.
the nicest murder we've ever experienced on Strahdalicious.
Yes. Best TPK we could ask for.
All right.
How many rooms are we getting?
How many
How
orbs?
many rooms are we getting?
Oh, rooms. Yeah, how many?
It sounds like 3.
3.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's going to be 3 silver pieces for that. And are you getting any wine or steak? Lancelot's
It's
You're
feasible
here.
if we give the steak to Lancelot.
The steak to Lancelot, yes.
Definitely.
All right, you're getting a steak for Lancelot. Excellent. All right. And
Gonna go for a bottle of purple grape mash, number 3.
okay. And as she hands you a pint, and she kind of shouts back for the order for the steak for Lancelot, she's gonna lean in. Well, I hope you all like the wine. This is actually what my family does. It's our
Your family makes wine.
family winery, yes.
Oh.
Nice.
No, Indiana, we found them.
Yes, now we can talk to them about expansion.
Oh yeah, I forgot you guys are very entrepreneurial. Entrepreneurial.
Yeah,
Words?
we have a few ideas.
Okay, Avrea, we so privately while they do that, I'm about to be alone with Sarah.
Oh,
And
weren't you already alone with Sarah?
I'm about to
In
be
the
like
woods.
alone for a full night with Sarah.
Yeah.
Uh,
How do you feel about that?
I'm panicking a little bit.
I can see that. It's cute.
Freya, listen. I'm not staying in Barovia. If we can get out, I'm going. But
Same.
But what if they want to stay? Like,
I never thought of that.
I don't want to hurt.
Listen, if we manage to get out, we'll also do our best to make it so that they can visit us anytime that they want, and we can do the same.
But I want them to come with us. I don't want them to stay. And I don't want to get close. I'm so scared. What if they stay? I'm not staying.
Yeah, I'm not staying either. Honestly, it doesn't seem like the best place for any of us, so it might be best. I mean, that might be a conversation to have with the rest of them.
Well, now you can panic about that too. You know?
Actually, now that I think about it, I have more to panic about because this is literally Ismark's home. I mean, Sarah doesn't seem like there's much to hold her here, but Ismark, it's literally his whole life.
But we don't know
anything.
We don't know anything about them. Maybe you could approach it from Ismark could be Ismark the Lesser to Ismark not bad at all. Ismark whatever he wants.
Not the Lesser to me.
Ismark the Space Cowboy. But like but we don't know if they have people. Linnell would not remember. Lena could, and just have like a bereaved someone out there. And Sarah might have people. Look at her.
I think he's mentioned her mother, right?
Yeah.
I just realized I don't know anything about her in particular. Like, we know something about the lens, Lena and Linnell, but I don't know. Sarah doesn't really open up at all.
It's not that she's closed off. That's the wrong word. She's more like a private person.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't have to, but also, you know, it's like we all have. And I'd like to know more. I'm curious. I'm sorry. That might be bad, but I'm just curious.
Yeah. All right. I just want to let you know that I'm panicking, and I wanted to give you something to panic about as well, so that...
No, that makes both of us, yes.
We gotta figure this out. But if we're all dead, it doesn't matter. There we go. Problem fixed.
Yeah, we just,
Creative problem solving over here.
quintuple suicide.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm just imagining that, like, Avrea is having this conversation, like, leaning on, like, a table like this.
Not working.
You've been sideways. It's been hilarious. There we go. Now Avrea's right side up.
This is not landscape. I mean, it's fine. It's almost that on.
Around this time, a man comes out from presumably the kitchen area with a very delicious smelling steak. And Ileana, you would feel the tug on the little string as Lancelot is like nearly like he's up on his back paws, like feet braced against the counter, sniffing up in the air, tail wagging.
We'll get you something to eat nice and warm, I promise.
It gets set down in front of him. And the man kind of gives Lancelot an amused grin. Well, it's been a while since we've had pets here, but do you mind if we feed your dog?
Please. Lancelot also really loves scritches, so feel free.
He reaches over to, like, give Lancelot a scritch, and then he picks up the steak and kind of tosses it over to Lancelot. Lancelot will catch it, and his tail is wagging faster than you have ever seen it wag. And he is gonna kind of pat over, like, back to where you are and curl up and just start, like, chewing on the steak, gnawing at it. One happy pup. And as the man returns, Danique will kind of lean in. That's my husband, Erwin. He has a bit of a soft spot for most animals. Oh yes, you are all getting 3 rooms, so let me grab those keys. And she begins kind of sorting that out and passes each of you who are standing to get a key, your own key.
Is he a chef, your husband? Like,
for the inn, yes. He does a little bit of everything that's needed. Kind of have to in these parts, but...
Well, where I can't speak for everyone. I know we're not from this town, but we're really not from here. It's really interesting, like, the flavors and stuff you use for your meats. If you wouldn't mind, like, asking him if we could chat about learning to cook or some recipes, that would be really great.
Oh, yes, he... She, like, kind of looks back. Well, it might be a little bit of time. He's prepping a few things. We have a few guests. Actually, we have an interesting-looking guest, much like those of you with the pointy ears. We have a man here that has kind of the same appearance. So, it's funny, I don't often get a lot of, well, forgive me saying, non-human guests at the inn, but everyone's been very polite so far, so it's been quite lovely.
Before bed, the square had all sorts of people with masks on. What the fuck is up with that?
Oh, You're talking regarding the stocks, correct?
Yeah, and how do we avoid that? That would probably be good to know.
Those town folk were arrested for. And she kind of leans in quietly, and she's looking around, and you would notice there's approximately like 2 or 3 people in the tap room, but they're keeping to themselves where they're sitting. And she kind of eyes them for a moment before whispering to you. They were arrested for malicious unhappiness. They were spreading negative opinions about the upcoming festival. That's why I warn you all to be very careful with any negative statements, especially regarding things with the town. It puts everyone on alert, and if you're caught by the guards, there are consequences.
Thank you. Truly.
Of course. You all really have... You must be very new here.
Indeed.
Yeah, like an hour new. So,
Yes.
Well... So... The Wolves' Head Jamboree was a little less than a week ago, and in about 3 days' time is the next festival. The Festival of the Blazing Sun. I'm not sure what that's on about, but as always, all the festivals are mandatory. You have to go, so keep that in mind if you are here in 3 days' time. Attend the festival. It's an entire town-wide thing. We've endured these festivals at least once a week for the past several years. They really think that the festivals keep the she-devil at bay, and, well, those who think otherwise, you've seen the stocks. And be wary, the burgomaster, if you speak ill of him, or the festivals itself, they will believe you to be in league with the she-devil. So,
We
Just-
shall keep that in mind.
consider this the kindest warning that you'll get. Don't trust many other people in the town.
What is the burgomaster's name?
Me as a DM. What is the burgomaster's name? My brain. Baron Vargas Vallaki. It's a bit of a mouthful, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And she gives you kind of like a genuinely wide smile.
Ilyana, try and say that.
Like, oh no, Aaron Brockovich.
When we need to be happy again, if we forget that, we just tell Ilyana to say that, and everything's fine again. This is a great plan.
Velovovich.
Yeah, that works.
Falafelvich.
Falafels?
Bacon von Meatwich.
No, I'm glad I don't stutter because I would probably bite my own lip off. Like, ugh. It's a lot of V's there. Falaf. I already forgot his name. Damn it.
Just, Vlakovich is
A lot.
kind of like Vallaki, but Vlakovich.
Falafel. Yeah.
Did you name the town like from was it like
His family.
Miss Fried?
It's... Well, his family has been our burgomasters for since before I can remember, so I would assume that the town was named after his family, or the family was named after the town.
Well, also, just putting it out there, if you have any use for, I'll count as marking for this, 6 highly skilled individuals and a Lancelot. We're very good at multiple things. So if you need anything fought, killed, sold, traded, eaten, we're available.
She considers this, and she has a very thoughtful look on her face. Let me discuss a few things with my husband, and I'll get back to you on that. But for now, all of these rooms should be good. And if you need anything at all, of course, there should be some food just to come up if you'd like some soup and fresh bread. On the house, it's included.
Linnell, here's Lancelot's little string. There you go. Yeah.
Take good care of him, don't worry.
Yeah.
Does that mean you're sharing the room with me?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I'm not going to make you sleep with, you know, the beard.
Yeah, I don't need a beard.
His Mark has sat down on one of the tables, and he is just appears to be doing like stock of everything he has, as you guys have been having this discussion.
You know,
So,
that's... Oh, sorry. That would be an excellent segue for Lena to essentially ask everyone to pool the resources of their ingredients they've found, because she intends to do some potion making.
Nice.
Hey.
Yeah, I have a little list of stuff I have.
I found it, actually.
And we are coming up on end of session, so did you guys want to get to your long rest? Do anything before then?
I have one thing.
Yeah.
And it'll
All
be
right.
when we retire to the rooms.
Same.
You
but also
find the rooms.
before we retire to the rooms, I do want to cast message to Ileana and just say good luck.
You just hear her whimper back.
The normally very quite confident Ileana. Different side of her today.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And as you guys all retire to your respective rooms, it is quite cozy. The rooms are nicer quality than the rooms that you experienced back on Blood on the Vine Tavern Inn back in the village. Everything is soft, feather down. You have very warm wolves fur, the hides, blankets. And there are fires, like in the fireplaces in all the rooms. Who wants to go first as you're settling down?
Go first.
All right. Floor is yours.
So when we retire to the room, Linnell, Lena, and Lancelot, the 3 Ls. I think Linnell will sit on the floor, cross-legged, in front of the fire, and have Lancelot sit in front of her. And she'll gesture for Lena to come and sit beside her. So, when you did the whole thing where you started barking at him and it turned out you were talking,
Yes.
You obviously learned a lot about little Lancelot. Can you do that again? Because I learned something about Lancelot too in that moment. I'm not I don't know what to do about it. The only thing I know is I'm not ready to have that conversation with Ileana yet.
All right.
Because I tried to detect if Lancelot was under some sort of spell, because, he was asleep, he wouldn't wake up, and, was he having a nightmare? We just had the fucking weird dream thing, so I wondered if it was something similar. What I learned was worse. Potentially much worse. Now, I don't know the full extent of the spell. It is a high level of magic that is currently taken hold of dear little Lancelot. But the easiest way to explain it is Lancelot, and I will look into Lancelot's eyes. Little Lancelot.
He's like licking grease off his face, off his muzzle.
You weren't always a dog, were you? Someone turned you into a dog.
Lancelot, unable to understand what you're saying, just kind of tilts his head as he looks at you.
Oh, he mentioned his memories were fractured. Oh dear. Actually, I have a hypothetical. This is part of the Pact of the Tome for Lena, fun fact.
All right.
Now, I know Linnell is not Order of Scribes, but conceivably, if we were to discuss the parameters of this spell, I mean, if this is not feasible, then we can do something else about it, but if they both want to understand him at the same time, could she conceivably teach, this ritual?
There would be a major gold price to that to teach someone a spell.
Okay.
Because Order of Scribes just makes it cheaper, right? To begin with, to learn.
It's essentially free if you're an Order of Scribes.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Which I'm not. That's my other Friday wizard.
Your background, what was your ability with that again, Linnell?
My background ability, let me just bring it up. Wise one, at one with nature. That's what it gives me advantage on perception checks relating to natural magics and creatures, and advantage on survival checks made in natural environments.
Tell you what. You can try to teach Linnell. Linnell will have to succeed a Arcana check. And I won't make you roll anything for it, Linnell, it's a high DC Arcana check. I will tell you the DC afterwards, but I have it in mind already.
Okay. It is my best stat. Do I want to gamble?
There is also 2 keys, I believe, in there as well.
Oh, if there's 2 keys.
Oh, 3 keys now. And just a heads up, Phoenix, and the chat, we don't do, we just do a pool of inspiration keys. So they can have the choice to choose that. But thank you so much. So you want to use the key or?
I will use the key graciously given by Phoenix Iwaki, thank you. Okay.
Perfect.
So, Linnell has 2 stress points, and her Arcana is +8.
Mhm.
So,
And
this'll
remember,
be-
you guys have a handful of soul orbs as well if you need to exchange it.
do we not just do that on a rest?
You can, yeah, you do relieve some stress points on a rest.
I thought we could only use them on a rest.
Is that what we decided? It's been a long time, guys.
It's been a while.
We're back at Strahdalicious. I think we determined for these ones specifically, you could use them as needed. But you have to, like, if you're doing activities to rest, it has to be during a rest.
Okay, that's fine.
But that's why these are so good to have on hand and exchange in.
I'll keep things as they are just to keep the tension up. So, D20 +6
All right.
after all the modifications. At advantage with the inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Best 2 dice. Ooh. It's high, but I don't think it'll be high enough. Dirty 20.
That is enough. I had it set to be a 19, so. So you are able to learn the spell. And just to open this up to everyone as a whole, if there are things that you want to be able to learn, as long as someone else learns, we will do rolls for it, just to keep things fair. But yes, so, Lena, you spend your time teaching Linnell how to do this, and because of your background, Linnell, that's what made the DC even lower than it had been, because of the natural magics. So, you find yourself also able to utilize the Speak with Animals spell.
Fantastic. Okay. Now, do we do this now, or do we wait? Do we need to figure out what questions we have? What?
It takes about 10 minutes to cast, and we've already learned that he has no recollection of who he lived with before the death house, though he mentioned a woman and a child. He didn't even seem to have a name previously. He asked if Lancelot was on his tag, and when I said yes, he said, well, then that must be my name. He can't recall how old he is, though he mentioned he was getting up there in years. If there are darker forces at work, I wonder if he can even conceptualize them in his current form.
It doesn't sound like it. Okay, I think we put a pin in this. Maybe we speak to some. Maybe we speak to some of the others. I feel like this could potentially break Illy's heart.
Perhaps if we were to learn the type of magic that would dispel... If this is a curse or an enchantment, perhaps we need to learn to dispel the magic.
See, this is the thing. I think Illy probably could do that. But would she want to? What if this is like some big demon or some sort of, or just some person?
He does seem like a fairly innocent soul. Well, you can also be the judge of that now.
Lena, this is Barovia. Who the fuck is innocent in Barovia? You should know this.
It was my primary assessment. I don't think either of us should make this decision alone, but perhaps Vreya might be able to offer some counsel eventually.
I think everyone is preoccupied tonight anyway, by the sounds of it. For now, this is between you and me.
Of course.
Dead girls stick together, yeah? And for now, Lancelot, I'll give him scritches behind his ear. You just keep on being the goodest boy.
He kind of flops over onto his back, revealing his tummy, his tail wagging as he leans into the scritches.
She puts on the fake smile that everyone has in the streets, like, oh, I hope you don't turn out to be a fucking monster and break my friend's heart, because if you do, I'll fucking kill you. Such a good boy.
He just happily pants, his tongue lolling out.
Alright. Alright, well, let's get some rest, I think. I mean, we don't rest, it's just, I promise to try to keep you out of my mind tonight. I mean, not in that way. In the, good night, Lena. She just turns around
and I think she is going to prepare, like, there might be some clinking of glass and ingredients as she prepares to make a potion for the first time.
All right. Oh, what are you all gonna make? Or what are you gonna make?
For the time being, I think we're gonna start with, I'm assuming it's like once per moment, like one potion per rest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go for a healing potion.
All right. And you, as long as you have that recipe for it and you have the ingredients, you do not need to make any rolls.
Ooh, nice. Yes, I'm gonna use some aloe. Pouring everything into an empty bottle. It does say, when creating this item, make a proficiency roll with either the herbalism kit or the alchemist supplies to determine the potency of the potion. Mm-hmm. I don't have the special ingredient that makes the roll with advantage, but,
You want to see how potent it is?
Sure. Proficiency, so that's like a d20 plus my proficiency bonus?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I assumed if you clicked it, it would roll. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, okay, so that's an 18, which means it's a potion of greater healing.
There you go.
Damn.
Nice.
4d4 plus 4.
All right. Anything else for the two of you?
I would be remiss if she didn't pack away the potion kit, and then, given that they've both been feeling stressed lately, propose a little stress relief.
I will allow that to happen off of stream.
Yeah.
In fanfic.
Do we take away stress points? Yes.
Yes, you can take away a stress point.
Amazing.
Can Linnell, considering what we've found out about things, not feeling things, is it still going to relieve stress for her?
We
Fuck,
rolled
probably
something
not.
for that, didn't
Probably
we?
not.
Yeah, did you roll for something for that?
Yeah,
at
we
the end of
rolled
one
something
shot?
for it, and you happened to roll low that time. It was like a...
But during the one shot, I watched the one shot.
Oh,
I heard
Mhm.
what Linnell said. So I'm leaving that up to Pasha's discretion on Linnell's character.
I don't think it would. But she would put on a mask as if to say that it had. She wouldn't want that to be noticeable.
All right. And what's your passive insight, Lena?
15.
15. Do you want to roll deception, Linnell, against insight?
I can certainly try. I have no modifier for it. And a -2. That's a 5.
We have plenty of things to gamble.
Oh, no. I'm letting the dice decide. It's 5.
Lena, do you want to roll insight? Because there's a chance you could get lower than 5, so.
Well, it's a 9.
9.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. Wow, that was dumb.
Well, just change what the modifier is.
Yeah. Oh, I could do that.
Yeah, just whatever it rolled as a base and then change the modifier.
Okay. Oh, that's the +3 modifier. Okay, so it's an 11.
All right. While it might not be obvious, and, well, Linnell doesn't do a very good job of hiding it, but she also looks quite uncomfortable about things in general, so it's kind of hard to tell in that aspect. But you do get the sense that, just like the people of this town wear their smiles as masks, Linnell appears to be doing the same. And that's where we're ending 2 of your scene. Avria, are you staying in the room with Ismark?
Yes. And is it a double bed?
If it was requested, they would make that happen.
Oh, okay.
So do you request it?
Maybe in secret.
In secret? Then 2 beds?
No, I mean like
It's one bed.
Yeah.
And they shared a bed. That's that trope. There's only one bed.
Yeah. I want only one bed.
Ismark would walk into that room and promptly go to turn out. Oh, Avria, I am so sorry. It appears they made a mistake. There is only one bed. I will go rectify this. I am so sorry.
That's okay. We can share.
He kind of looks to the bed and looks back at you. But do you want to roll me persuasion? I mean, this boy likes you, so
Gamble.
Too late. That is a. Where's the persuasion? 15.
Okay. I'm going to make an intelligence check for Ismark. That's how I'm handling this. Are you going to think smart about this, Ismark? What did you roll? 15?
15.
Okay. He rolled a 4.
That's my himbo.
He opens his mouth to protest again and promptly closes it. Well, if you're sure, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm alright with it.
All right. He closes the door behind the two of you. Should have been disadvantaged for Ismark anyways. Pitsy. He didn't even need it.
I did not expect that reaction, actually. I wanted... Okay.
Of Rhea, not expecting that reaction. He will close the door a little awkwardly and kind of look around the room. So would you like to choose your side?
Which one do you usually sleep in?
I'm partial to the right side of the bed.
Then I take the left.
All right. And you'll notice he's trying to be very respectful of you as you guys settle down for the night.
Mm. Actually, I wanted to talk. Because, I've noticed that you try so hard to respect me. And I appreciate it. But I don't want to be put on a pedestal.
Oh, I didn't mean to make you feel like you're put on a pedestal or anything. I care for... Here, I'll change it. The music is just cracking up my players way too much. We're changing it. You guys can have your dismal, dark stuff you're used to, all right? Ismark, look, I care about the people in this group. I know that it doesn't seem like it, but I know that I'm tied up in a lot of complicated things. And you already know that I care for you in a different way than I do for the others. And that puts you at risk, and that's not a risk that I want to take.
I care for you as well. But what I mean to say is that sometimes you take way too many precautions. You're way too careful with me. You're not gonna hurt me. I'm not fragile. And you don't have to protect me from anything else either. I'd like to be... Yes?
I don't think that you're fragile. I've seen firsthand how capable you are. You're one of the strongest people I know, both in fight and spirit. But I also know what that woman is capable of. And I don't know what she can see and what she has access to. I don't mean to disrespect you. That's not at all how I would ever want you to feel. And he kind of looks down, kind of fiddling with his hands.
Hey, it's all right. I put my hand on, like both of my hands on his arms. It's all right. I'm not trying to... what's the word? Chastise you. I just wish that we would I don't feel like you see us as equal. And I don't know if it's because you see me as something higher than, or if you see yourself as something lesser than. Hell, I've just learned what your nickname is. Don't let anybody say that that nickname has any truth. You're not lesser of anyone. As much as we joke, they joke about what you've done with the group. You've done a lot. Even before us, you managed to survive on your own until we arrived. You're strong, and I see that. You're as strong as any of us. I will never see you as the lesser. So don't feel like the lesser, please. Not with me.
During all of that, you could see he was deep in thought, considering your words. And he gives you a small, almost pained smile. Oh, I wish you didn't have to hear that nickname. I admit there's some truth to it. I've not always stepped up in the ways that I should have, especially for my sister. But I assure you that I was lost before. I didn't know what my purpose was, and I know now what it is. It's not often that you get all these people from all over, beautiful woman from another world that just falls from the sky. Freya, you are ephemeral. And he puts his hand up, rubbing at his neck, looking a little awkward. What if one day, let's say that we don't have to worry about the Countess? Where are you going to go from there if you can escape, if you could go back?
Funny you should say that. I was just talking about that with Liliana. I do want to leave. I don't want to leave you, but I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. But I have 2 families out there, both waiting for me. I can't stay here. But right now, all of you, especially you in this moment, feel like my family as well.
Without another word, he's going to lean in and kiss you. And he reaches out, kind of caressing your jaw, side of your face. And it's a slightly more passionate kiss than last time, but he will break it. You make this very, very difficult, Rhea, to stay distant from you.
Don't.
He'll kiss you again.
I'd like
And-
to, as we kiss, to just sit on the bed and then fade to black.
All right.
As we
That's where we end the two of their scene. We have 2 more people going into a long rest. Sarah, Eliana.
Are you okay?
So great. Yep. doing great.
Are
Smile.
you sure? Is it the whole smiling thing that's getting to you?
Yeah, it's just it's traumatizing.
I'd
Yes.
say my cheeks hurt.
Mm. I have a question.
Okay.
The really pretty scar on your eye. How did you get it?
So I'm usually I make up like a really cool story about that because it's honestly so stupid, but yeah, it was a fucking branch. It was a tree. I was running in the woods, and yeah.
Mm.
It's better when I tell like, oh, I fought a bear or something, but
Yeah. Not everything's an epic story.
nah, not really.
Mm-hmm. Who do you have in Barovia for you?
It's a good question because I think they all left me. Well, I'm sure one of them did. I'm not sure where the other went.
Why would they leave? Was it because you ran into a tree?
That might have been the reason. Well, one of them, the envelope I got, the one I burned, that was from my ex. Basically just saying she had to return to her master and leaving me in the process.
Her. Okay, so master as in hello, mommy, or as in hello, Strouch?
I'm guessing Strahd.
Mm-hmm.
And like a few days before she left me, my mom went missing, and I'm not sure if like that correlates or something. For a second I thought the two of them were like together, but I don't think so anymore. I don't know. I'm just like, part of me is trying to find them both. Part of me is like, oh, fuck them all. But I don't know.
I want to give you something to think about. If you want someone who left you and if you want to fight for that, feel free. But if you don't, given the first chance, I'm not staying here. And I would really like it if you came with me.
You wouldn't leave me? You would take me with you?
I don't want to leave you, Sarah.
She kisses you hard.
I kiss her back.
Starts crying a bit, like when the kiss breaks. I don't really care where Aiden went. She's dead to me, but I just want to know what happened to my mom, but nothing really holds me in Barovia, to be honest. I hate this place.
When was the last time you saw your mom?
Question. Bree?
Let's see. I believe that was. Let me check my Sarah notes. Well, including how long have you guys been together, traveling together at this point? It had only been a few days.
Wait, didn't we go through, isn't it like 12 days in game we've been together? Damn.
Like 2 weeks.
We all move so fucking fast.
Lesbians.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd only been a few days. Things were fresh. Being abandoned by your mom and by Aiden.
I don't want to be a rebound. So I want you to take your time and think about it. And I'm okay with whatever you choose.
I really care about you, but I don't want to rush into anything. It would not be fair to you. But I do want to leave Barovia with you.
Alright. We can go slow.
I'd like. Kisses.
And I think we're gonna leave it pretty wholesome for the evening.
Yeah.
All right. Night falls with different outcomes for each of you. And you all take your first long rest in the safety of the Blue Water Inn in Vallaki. Good job, guys. All right. And with that, we come to the end of today's session. I want to thank everyone so much for joining us today, especially this is our first full session back for 2024. First, I think, full week of games as well for the channel.
Mm-hmm.
So cannot wait to just get this ball rolling and to continue this. So stay tuned. We're going to go ahead and do our typical thing where we reintroduce ourselves and give a favorite moment of the session. And let's go ahead. We're going to start. Sky, we ended with you. Why don't we start with you this time?
Well, it's been your pretty typical monster fuckery type of night. And there were no feelings at all whatsoever involved in this evening.
Definitely not. Definitely just a lot of unwholesome things. Nothing wholesome to see here.
That was my favorite part. That and the dog. First off, fuck you. Fuck you, that's my pupper.
I said I wouldn't kill the dog.
No, that's fine. But still, with love, fuck you.
Oh, that's the biggest compliment as a DM.
Yeah. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys next week. Oh, fun. So soft.
All right. River. You're up to bat.
Well, favorite moment apart from so soft. Honestly, probably the moment where Ileana took Evrea to the side because I did not know what to expect, and it was just so cute. Adorable. Yeah.
All right. C.
All right. Favorite moment. I was gonna say when Ileana pulled Avria aside, especially because I was on my phone and it was really, really chaotic for me. But still, it was really nice. But also the fact that then Ismark brought the topic back as well, and it was full circle. And we will see where that goes.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Bridget.
Ooh, yeah. It's the first session back. How do you choose a favorite moment? But other than being Lena Doolittle for a little while, talking to all the animals, wasn't expecting to be able to teach magic as a warlock, but I ended up really liking it, and I thought it was so useful, and it's a good RP moment, and then all of the cuteness and all of the feels from tonight as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Patch.
That's me, Patch. The usual face you see here on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. I did all the promo and stuff at the top of this session. I'm not going to do it again. Favorite moment. There's so much to pick from. I'm going to say two things. First one, the polymorph reveal, because from the beginning of the campaign up until I think the last session before the Christmas one-shot, I was convinced there was something fucking up with that dog. And in that last session, I told myself, no, I think the dog is just a dog. And it's a red herring. And I convinced myself of that. So that drop hit me pretty sizably. But the only thing to top that is just the last hour of the stream, because I should have gone to bed an hour ago because I'm actually working in a few hours. But I wouldn't have missed this for anything. This was incredible. Props to everyone at the table for being such incredible role players. This is why we look forward to Fridays on QuestJunkies. Perfect example.
Yeah. All right. And I am Bree, your humble dungeon mistress, here on Fridays for Strahdalicious. I'm not gonna plug any of my stuff. I'm just busy lately. But my favorite moment, God, you guys really had your A game with the roleplay today. I was just waiting for the moment that y'all would try to do stuff with Lancelot. I was just waiting for it. And I'm surprised you didn't do it earlier. So that was fun. And actually getting to I was like, oh man, what is Lancelot's voice going to be like? Let's go with it. Let's feel it out. That's how I like to play my NPCs. But to be just general, it was really fun kind of getting to see how things have been developing out between the different, y'all's different characters. You have, Ileana coming in with a very surprising switch up in personality, because everyone knows her so much as, the monster fucker. But here she is being very soft and vulnerable. And then you have the stuff with Lena and Linnell, where they're both dealing with their undeadness and complications that arise with that. And then I wasn't sure whether or not Avreo was really going to go for Ismark or not, but I feel like that's something very cute that's, developing out, and we'll see what happens from there and the consequences to it. So it'll be fun. But I want to give a special thank you to everyone who watched us today for our first full stream back. Y'all are amazing, and I don't know if you're still here, but to our lovely subscription giver today, thank you so much. That was so, incredibly generous, and we appreciated it. And to everyone else who followed and subscribed today, thank you as well. And, what can we say? Until next week, may the mists of Barovia never obscure your path. Is it Friday yet?
Good night, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Good night. Bye.